Alright guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the common mistakes every boxer and fighter makes, especially at a beginning level when introduced to sparring and in their first fights. If you guys are wondering, my name is Andy of Tiburon Ventus. I'm a professional fighter with 29 professional fights. Alright guys, one of the number one mistakes you'll see when you're fighting someone, especially beginning to fight, sparring in a real fight, is someone trying to land a punch, but they're trying too hard. They're trying too hard to land a punch, but they happen to leave themselves exposed. So they fall short and they leave themselves open to get countered. They probably haven't trained that timing and that reaction that they're trying to land so hard and so bad to win the fight that they end up overextending their punches, leaving them susceptible for counters. One of the number one mistakes a fighter makes as well is leaning over their front leg for no reason, just because that's their fighting stance and they think they're closer to you by leaning over their front leg. But in reality, they're leaving they're bringing their head closer to their opponent, which is all bad because anything I throw, they're gonna be right there. Instead of leaning their head over their front leg, they should be leaning back in a balanced stance to where they're not bringing their head forward like it was before. From this stance, they should be able to practice firing off their jab or their 1-2s. But if you notice, if a fighter is leaning over their front leg, they're just too close to me for no reason. That's the number one mistake I see all the time. Another one in the fight is them just staring at me, waiting for something to happen. He's just looking at me. He's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting. But remember, as you guys are waiting, you can feint, you can throw a jab, you can move and throw. There's no reason why you should be staring at your opponent and just waiting for something to happen. This happens and you'll see it a lot like at a beginner level in sparring and fighting. And these are one of the number one mistakes I see as a professional boxer when I see another person spar with minimal fights. So my advice to you guys to fix these habits is train and perform like if you're fighting. Hit the bag like you're fighting. Throw your jab and your 1-2s like you're fighting. Remember your stance and your fundamentals and don't leave yourself open or exposed. Always remember when you're hitting the bag, think about that something's coming right back at you guys, so you gotta be able to defend that.